Hello all you Sheldon Family Association members. This is a training video on how to use Google Groups. What you see in front of you is my desktop screen, and I am not logged into anything on the internet. Here in the upper left hand corner you'll see my arrow. I have Google Chrome that I can use, or Internet Explorer, or I can use Mozilla Firefox. And what I'm going to do is use Internet Explorer right now to show you how you can do this. I'm going to maximize it with this little box. And now I have an account that I have created for these test purposes in Yahoo, and it remembers what I just did. So I'm typing in a Bing search for Yahoo, and there it is. I'm going to click on Yahoo, and it comes up with my Yahoo sign in. So I'm going to sign in to my Yahoo email account. So I hit sign in, and the email account that I just created for this test is called Average Joe Citizen at Yahoo. Average Joe Citizen. And I put the password. I now put sign in. And let's see what it does. Okay, so it brings me to this page right here. This is, let's see, where's my mail? There's my mail over there. Yahoo Mail. Okay, well oh gee, I could meet your girlfriend. Great. So here are the different pieces of mail that have come in so far. Here is one from BC. You have been added to the BC Bylaws Committee. Thank you. So if I click on that, this is the first email that came to me, to averagejoecitizen@yahoo.com from the BC Bylaws Committee. And it said that it was a Google group, and it said, "Hi, Average Joe Citizen. Sue Sheldon added you to the BC Bylaws Committee." And the message was, "Please join us. This is a Google group forum for the Sheldon Family Association's Bylaws Committee." So there's two things that I could do now that I'm here. I can either reply to this, which I did already once, said thank you for adding me to the group, but I'm just going to show you how to do that. Come right down here and hit reply and say thanks again, for adding me to this incredible group. Oops, my name is Average, isn't it? Average. And then I hit send. Now that it's just fine. That has gone to the Google Groups forum for the Bylaws Committee. But there's something else that I could do. Let's go back up here to this original email that said that they had added me to the Google group. Right down here you will see view this group. So I could actually view everything that is going on in that group rather than just send an email. You've got two ways you can do this. You can either sit there and watch your email, and when you get an email from a group you can just reply, or you could start an email from to this group. But a much better way of doing it is to go actually inside the forum and work with it in there. So let's double click on this, view this group. And it comes up to Google, because this is owned by Google. And so it says there's the BC Bylaws Committee, but it says you must be signed in and a member of this group to view and participate in it. Well, I know I'm a member of it because I got an invitation and that said I had been added. But I wonder why it says I have to sign in to view this group. Well, that's because you have to have a Google account, a Google account in order to sign in to any of the and use any of the programs that Google owns. It's exactly the same with Microsoft. If you want to use their OneDrive product or their Office 365 programs or anything else, you have to have a Microsoft account. That is very different than an email account. You do not have to have an Outlook email account in order to have a Microsoft account. And you do not, for Google, you do not have to have a Gmail account in order to sign into Google. You just need to have a Google account. So we're going to have to create one, evidently, because it doesn't look like I have signed in. So we're going to come over here to the right hand side and we're going to click on Sign In. Now, because I'm using my home computer, it knows that I have a gmail.com Google account. To sign in, this is Google, one account, all of Google. Well, I don't want to sign in with that Sue Sheldon. I want to sign in with my average Joe citizen. So I don't want to hit sign in here. I'm going to sign in with a different account. So I click on that and it says, well, here's the only accounts I have for you. You can sign in with this Sue Sheldon account. And I say, no, 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 let's add an account. So the account that I'm going to add, and for those of you who don't already have Google accounts, you won't go through what I just went through. It will just simply come up and say, here, why don't you sign in? So I'm going to sign in with my average Joe citizen. Average Joe citizen at yahoo.com. And say next, and it probably will tell me, sorry, Google doesn't recognize that email. Create an account using that address. Yes, that's exactly what I want to do. So I'm going to click there on Create an Account. And it says, let's create your Google account. First name, last name, current email address, password, birthday, gender, mobile phone, all these things. So we'll go ahead and do that. My first name is Average. My last name is Joe Citizen. My current email address is averagejoecitizen@yahoo.com. No, I do not want to have a Gmail address. I'm going to create a password here. And I'm going to confirm it. And let's see, I'm a young whippersnapper. Let's see, I'll put January 1st of 1980. I'm going to have to remember this. Let me write it down. And what gender shall I be today? I'll be male. My mobile phone, I'm going to go ahead and put that. I do not want to set Google as my default home page. I do, however, need to prove that I'm not a robot. My location is the United States, and I agree to the terms because I've read them just word for word. So I'm going to go next step. Verify your email address. You're almost done. Just verify your email address by signing in at yahoo.com. Hit verify now. Click agree to sign in to accounts.google.com using your Yahoo ID and allow sharing. Okay, I agree. I guess that's what I was supposed to do. Welcome, Average. Thanks for creating a Google account. Use it to subscribe to channels on YouTube, video chat for free, save favorite places on maps, and lots more. Get started. Welcome, average Joe citizen. So now I don't need to do any of these things really. I can just be finished with it, but I am signed in. Now up here in the right hand corner, I'm signed in to my Google account as average Joe citizen at yahoo.com. So now that I'm signed in, let me go back to my Yahoo. I'm going to go back here to this original bylaws committee email that I was sent. I'm going to view this group, and now maybe it will let me view. It has. Look at that. Now I can see what's going on because I am signed in to my Google account. So over here in the right hand corner it says average Joe citizen is signed in. So there we have it. So now I can look. This is the Google Group forum for the Sheldon Family Association. There are no topics available in this group. Well, I can start a topic. Here's a new topic. The subject is going to be bylaws. I'm starting a discussion and I'm saying, hello bylaws members, let's do a lot of work on the bylaws this year so they are more fun to read. Thanks, average. Okay, now I'm all finished with that post, very important post, and I'm going to come up here on this red box and say post. And it's asking me, and it's always going to do this, it's going to ask you to type in those numbers, which are kind of hard to see. I think it's 126. So 126. If it's not, it will tell me. Continue. And there we have it. Now I look at the bylaws committee and I see the co-chair is Wayne Nelson. He's the lead. Jean Jeffries is a co-chair and Sue Sheldon is a member. That's because average Joe citizen hasn't been put in as a member, at least not on this welcome screen. And here's the bylaws charge, and there's this post by me. So Wayne now will get a copy of this. Jean Jeffries and Sue Sheldon will all get a copy of this, and they can respond right here inside this Google forum, which is the very best way to respond. So I can go over here to groups, up here in the upper left hand corner, groups, and I can look at my groups and see all of the groups that I'm involved with. Some people on the SFA committees are on, 5, 6, 7, 8 different committees, and so they would have a whole bunch of them. But I'm only on the bylaws committee. So that is how you access the Google group with just by having a Google account. And you can use any email address you want to create a Google account. So now what I would do would be to save this as a bookmark. So right now, I would highlight it here. I would go over and put a star next to it so that I have a bookmark there, and add it to my favorites. This is how you would do it on in Google Chrome. Add it to my favorites. My groups, Google Groups, add, so that it's easier for me to find. And then I would sign out of everything else. And be done with it all, and I am back to my home page. Okay, thanks for listening.